Yo, what's up with it once again, ladies and gentlemen, people, men and bros, my fanboys and fangirls, and as always, otakus and Nikki Commodities out there is a Nintendo Sony Free 2011, aka Mini Wolverine. Of course, you guys are investing intros and natural towards this channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. And I know it's been out for a couple days, but I still wanted to talk about it nonetheless. And some really old school news for any of you Steam Valve people that were really big into the Half-Life series. Fortunately, I never got to play this back in the day. I don't know if it's because I wasn't really into those FPS games at the time, and they were really a big deal for me from like way back in '03 all the way to 2000, maybe 9 or 2010 is when I probably started getting into them. So very early 2010s of this decade, which is crazy, is coming to a close in less than a month and a half from now. It's pretty wild shit. Anyways, yeah. So let's talk about this Code Community Day thing. Oh, and I just heard that the Pokedex is not 2,500 anymore for Pokemon Go. Now it could go up to 3,000. Can fit 3,000 Pokemon in your team, which kind of makes sense because I know Gen 6 another year and a half, or I don't know if it's going to be 2021 or 2022, the year after 2020. It's probably going to have Generation 6 Pokemon. By then, I hope to God the Diamond and Pearl remakes come out for the main series games. But anyways, here we go. This comes from M. Fitzmazu. Hopefully I said that right. So, Pokemon Go Community Day 2019 date announced. Oh, and there's a link to a video. I'll leave a link in the description box down below if you want to read it yourself or watch it yourself, because that was pretty funny stuff. I like how they did a little teleport thing. Spoilers for Ralts. That was cool. I know there's some that I really want to get, and as you've seen the title of this thumbnail, you know, I really want to try to get more Ralts and more that one, more Totodile, Slackoffs, and Mudkips, because I only got like fucking 2 Mudkips on 2 Slackoffs at the time, which I evolved into Shiny Vigoroth and the Shiny Slack game by now. So hopefully I get more of those, because I barely got shit on those days, so I was a little upset about that. And then they bring the older ones. I know they're going to bring the older ones. I still need to get Squirtle, and then I want to get more Beldums, more Dratinis, more Mareeps, and I want to get way more Pikachu Shinies. That's it. Everything else I think I got more than enough of. So it says, it's here, December 2019 Community Day, and there's a lot to be excited about. While only the 2019 Community Day will have increased spawns and shiny rates, the Pokemon Company also announced yes, I said all, previous Community Day Pokemon will be able to get their exclusive moves through their evolutions. Thank God, I can't wait for that shit. It says event details, December Community Day starts from December 14th to the 15th, 9 p.m. EST time. For me, it's not EST, that's Eastern Standard Time. It's PST for me. So I'm in the fucking Pacific. Increased spawns of 2019 Community Day, 2018 Community Day Pokemon and Raids. Oh, okay. Special bonus hours of 11 to 2 a.m. on both days. Double Stardust. 1/2 hatch distance. Increased shiny rates, which Pokemon depend on the day. 2019 Pokemon Go Community Day. These Pokemon will be appearing frequently during the entire 2-day window. They will also be getting 3-hour windows from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. local time, with even higher spawns and shiny rates. This 3-hour window will be akin to a typical Community Day. Click every Pokemon below to link in our database with full information, movesets, and more. So, man, a lot of these got good memories for me. This one didn't, because I only got like 4 of these ever. And then I got it when there was a whole research thing for cast form and Lotad research. I did get a shiny Totodile, so I only got 4 or 5 of them all together. These are the only ones that pissed me off. I didn't get enough of these, though. This one I want to get more of. I know I really want more of these. I only got 2 of them ever. And Trapinch, I only got like 5 of them. I wish I would have got more. Same with Ralts. These other ones, I got like 10, 15 different like fucking shinies of. The Swinub, and then the other one, say, not the Bagon. Which one's the most special to me? This one and the Turtwig are really special to me, because if most of you know, if you followed me on Twitter a couple months ago earlier, that's when I actually met Pokemon Master Holly in real life, which was pretty fucking kick-ass. Really cool chick, even off camera. Luckily, she was a very nice, super relaxed, humble-ass person, thank God. I didn't really feel no fakeness to the chick. And then the Turtwig one, I think this one's a special one for me, too, because it's the same time I think I got one of the Pokemon TCG things at the time. This is like before the whole Hidden Fates and the whole Cosmetic something came out. I think it was Cosmetic Stars. I think that's what it was called. I don't remember what it was, but it was like a real rare limited edition. I think it was like the Rainbow Rare ones where they're making them more easier to get. I forgot what set that was. I haven't played that in so long. 2018 Pokemon Go Community Day, or Community Day Pokemon. Don't worry, these aren't left out either. While they won't be spawning in droves, they will be raids on most days. We aren't sure what level, but T1 is mostly have been in the past. Tier 1. It's unknown the shiny rates will be increased in typical 1 in 450. Click each Pokemon below to link to our database with full of information, raids, and counter IVs below. So those are the ones from last year. Egg hatch distance, Stay tuned for Pokemon Go Hub and more articles of Pokemon Go, A few questions. Alright, I don't care about that. Yeah, so overall thoughts, and opinions. Hopefully they don't screw anything up. Hopefully they keep it the same way. I really hope I get more in the raids. Hopefully it's more shiny Beldums and shiny Routinis and Pikachus like I said before. So I just wanted to keep it as trophies. I'm probably not going to train them or max them out. I'm just going to keep them the exact same CP thing. So, Half-Life news. I never really talked about Half-Life news, but it's on the VR, so I guess it's video game related in some sort of shape, way or form. So some Half-Life 3 is still possible for Valve games, and Life is coming. I guess that's what it is. Live game is coming. Half-Life is back, and Valve isn't just stopping with a new prequel for the VR project. Other games could be in the works too, including the magical threequel everyone's been dying to see. Today, Valve did the unthinkable. Not only did it announce a new game, but it announced a new Half-Life game. Fortunately, it's not Half-Life 3. The new project is called Half-Life ALYX. It's a VR exclusive endeavor that packs a full single-player driven campaign that takes place between Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2. You play as ALYX Vance, an immersive, real-time VR FPS chaos. Valve built the game from the ground up in VR and it supports motion tracking, multiple inputs, and allows for realistic interaction like dodging enemy attacks, sourcing the environment, and for the ammo and gear, leaning around corners, to name a few. But what about what about everyone who doesn't have a VR headset? Valve apparently has you covered. In a recent interview with The Verge, Valve's Dave Spellberg, hopefully I'm saying that right, Cyberg, confirmed that Half-Life will continue after ALYX's VR round. When asked, does this mark a full return for the series? We expect more. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Sprayer. I think that's how you say Sprayer. Says this. I guess the guy that created the Half-Life game for the VR, not the original one from Steam and Valve. But I'll read it anyways. Let's go. Yes, it is probably no surprise that many people at the Valve have been wanting to go back to the Half-Life universe for a long time, and this experience has only reinforced that. In the process of creating Half-Life ALYX, we've had to explore new ways to tell stories with these characters in the world, and we discussed a lot of new gameplay experiences that go beyond what we've been able to do before. Of course, we've had to wait and see how people react to Half-Life ALYX, and it's out. Once it's out, we'd love to continue pushing forward, quote unquote. Alright, so hopefully I can go down here again. There's a lot more extra information. You guys can read that if you want. And some of it comes from The Verge too. The dev also reinforces Valve's confirmation that Half-Life ALYX isn't just a small demo-esque experience like the lab. It's a fully fledged flagship game, but it's built specifically on leverage to all VR interesting tricks, mechanics, and potential, whether it be the technology like head and motion tracking and new rendering methods. It's not a spin-off, but a mainline part of the Half-Life universe. As for what is next in the Half-Life world, well, only Valve knows for sure. And they're not about to spill any of the secrets out anytime soon. Half-Life ALYX will be available in March 2020 for $60, $59.99. But all the Valve Index owners will get it free. It'll be compatible with any Steam VR compatible headset, including Oculus Rift, Quest, HTC Vive's headset, and the Valve Index, and even more Windows Mixed Reality HMDs. There's more information on here. You guys can read that yourself. I already checked out the trailer myself, so yeah, overall thoughts and opinions, it's real nice. Fortunately, I didn't get to play the first two at all. I never even knew there was going to be Half-Life 3. I guess that never, unfortunately, came into fruition, but hopefully you could still dream for that. Fingers crossed you ever get that shit. Any of the Valve Steam PC people or whatever, because I didn't play that much PC games in the mid-late 2000s at the time, so I didn't even get it until almost 2010, or late 2009, or 2010 at the time. And that's when I was real big in a lot of FPS, like zombie shooter games at that time. I was real big in that shit. That shit was fun. That along with a lot of like fighting, like indie games. Like I used to play a lot of older Terraria games and all that sort of things. I used to even play this thing called Star Knights. That shit was fun as fuck back in the day. And that's all I gotta say for now. Any hardcore Half-Life fans out there, if you're excited about this, get hype. And if you're not, you want it to be traditionally for PC or gaming console system sort of experience for you. Hey, sorry, but there's nothing I can do about it because I'm not the CEO. So you can go bitch and complain to them. Go over it on Twitter, Instagram if you want to bitch and moan for that shit. And no, granted, for Pokemon Sword and Shield, some people were shitting on that. I didn't shit on it too much. I shit on it a little bit, but not that badly. That's all I gotta say for now. I'm out of here. Links to the description box down below to both the videos I talked about and the articles in them out. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, as always. Otakus, Nikki, Komodi out there. I will see you when I see you. You guys have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're in the universe out there. There's some more future article session reviews on video game industry news, and manga news, internet news, and other apps of the video. Peace out. I'm ALYX VR. Ladies and goodbye. I'll see you on the flip side. Take it easy. Bye.